No Excuse: The Power of Self-Discipline, written by a New York Times bestseller author Brian Tracy. Part 5, Chapter 2: Self-Discipline and Character. Hold self-discipline responsible for a higher standard than anyone else expects of you. And never excuse yourself, never pity yourself. Be a hard master of yourself and be learning to everyone else. Henry Weird enhance the development of character is the great business of life. Your ability to develop a reputation as a person of character and honor is the highest achievement of both social and business life. Really, when though it's in red, what you do speak so loudly, then I cannot hear a word that you say. The person you are today, your innermost character, is the sum total of all your choices and discuss in life up to this date. Is the time you have chosen rightly and act constantly with the very best that you know. You have changed your character and become a better person. The reverse is also true. Is over time compliments taken the easy way or behaved a manner the inclined with that you know to be right, you have weakened your character and softened your personality. The great patterns. There are streaks of values that are usually preceded by a person of character. These are characters combination generally temperance, practice, and friendliness among others. We will talk about some of them in part 3 of this book. Coming before all those values, however, is the most important of the all then determining the depth of strength of your character intimately. It is your level of accurately living an incomplete truth with yourself and others that demonstrates more than anything else the quality of your character in a way incredibly the actually the value of that greatness all of the others values. When your level incredibly is higher, you are more honest with yourself and more likely to live constantly with all others values that you admire and respect. However, it takes tremendous self-discipline to become a person of character. It tells considerable willpower as to always do the right thing in every situation, and it takes both self-discipline and willpower to reset the temptation to cut corners, take the easy way, or act from short-term advantage. All of life is a test to see what you are really made of deep down inside. Wisdom can deploy it in a private through study and reflection, but character can be deployed only in the give and take of the daily life. When you are focused to choose and decide among and alternatives to temptations, the test of character. It is only when you are under pursuits, when you are the focused on the choose on way to another. To endure, live constantly with a value to compare it, that you dominate your true character. Emerson also said, ground your integrity as a strict thing. Nothing at least is secure except in the integrity of your mind. You are a choosing. You are a constantly making choices on way or the other. Every choice you make is a statement about your true values and purpose. At this moment, you choose what is more important of higher value to over what is less important or less value. They only bulk work against temptation, the path and largest directions and the truth exemplary factory's character. The only way that you can develop your full character is by exerting your willpower in every situation when you are template to do what is same, expedient rather than what you current and necessary. The big payoff. The payoff of becoming a person of character for exerting your willpower and self-discipline to live constantly with the very best that you know is tremendous. When you choose the higher value over the lower and the more difficult over the easy, the right over the worrying, you feel good about yourself. Your self-esteem increases, you like and respect yourself more. You have a greater sense of personal pride. In addition to feeling excellent about yourself when you behave with character, you also earn the respect and esteem of all the people around you. They will look up to you, admire you, doors will be opened for you, people will help you, you will be paid more, promoted faster, and given even greater responsibilities. As you become a person of honor and character, opportunities will be appear all around you. On the other hand, you can have the all intelligence, talent, and ability in the world, but if people do not trust you, will you never and get ahead? People will not hear you, and if they do, they will dare you as soon possible. Financial intelligence will be not lend your money because birds as father look together. The only associates, never friends, you will have will be other people to questionable character. Furthermore, since the people you associate with have a major effect on your attitude and personality, you make or break your entire life with the quality of your character or the look thereof. The development of character. Isolate right. All advertisement in society begins with the development of the character of your young. This means the advertisement in your life bring with the learning and practice of values. You learn values in on or all their ways. Instruction, study, and practice leads to of age those more constantly. Task your children values. Understand the shaped roles of parenting as a task children values that requires parent instructions and exempling values to them over and over again as they are grow up. Once is never yours, the value and the importance of living by that value must be explained. Parents must not only given intelligence but it also contrast the advantage as a value. Effectively, it's that telling the truth with the opportunities that of lying or telling hard truths. Children are very susceptible of lessons they receive from the important people in their lives as they are growing up. They accept what you say as their parent as a fact and absolute truth. They absorb what you say like a struggle you write in the discussion of hello on their souls which are like it silly, so that what you write becomes a permanent part of what they see their world and relate to life. More than anything else, you also see in chapter 19. You determines your values in behavior. Your children was the step to eliminate the values that they only teach about peace but also practice, and they are always overseeing. The Rockefeller family's children were famous for bringing truth financial values at an early age, even though their father was on the richest man in America. The children were given tasks and chose that to perform before they received their awareness. They were then instituted on how to spend their always, how to solve, how much to give, the charity, and how much to leverage. As a result, they grow up to become successful businessmen and statesmen, unlike children who had grown up in wealthy homes who were seldom disciplined in money matters. Study the value you admire. You learn values by studying them closely. The law of concentration says that whatever you do upons grow and increases in your life. What this means is that when you study and read stories about men and women who demonstrate the kind of values that you admire and respect, and then think about those stories and that behavior, those values sink even deeper into your mind. As those values are programmed into your subconscious, they create a philosophy when you behave consistently with those values when the scenario requires them. For example, in military training, soldiers are commonly told stories of causes, observes discipline and independence, of shooting their fellow students. The more they hear these stories discussed with and think about them, the more likely they are to behave constantly with those values when they are under pressure and actual combined. The core vital and character is truth. Whenever you tell the truth, however imperfect in many by a time, you feel better about yourself and you can earn the respect of the people around you. One of the highest orders you might pay other person is to say that he or she always tells the truth. Eliminate the people you most admire. Much of your character is determined by the people you most admire, both living and dead. Who are there looking over your life and history? Make a list of the people whom you most admire and next of their names, write out the values and the values they most respect to you. If you could spend an afternoon with anyone, living or dead, when with the person would you choose? Why would you choose that person? What would you talk about during your afternoon together? What question would you ask or what would you want to learn? Consider this as well. Why would the person with the spend an afternoon with you? What are the values and values that you have deployed that make you valuable and interesting person? What makes you special? Practice and values you respect. You develop values by practicing them whenever they are called for. As the Roman streak, the Pharisee said, conscious men do not make the man, they merely reveal him to himself. When a problem occurs, people try to respect automatically based on the highest values that they have deployed up to that moment. We develop values by repetition, by behaving constantly with a particular value over and over again until it becomes a habit, looks and in, so that we come to practice it automatically. Men and women with highly developed characters behavior in a manner consistent with their highest values, and they do so without throw of instrument. And there is no question in their minds and whether or not they are doing the right thing. I invite you to listen to the next chapter of this book. Thanks for listening.